Yes, guys, I finally decided to do the summer tag, a tribute to summer tag, and this will be my response to Peter at Music is a Journey. He put together this excellent tag together with Bobby Gaylor, 15 prompts that I found very challenging and fun to do. So I'm a bit late now, but anyway, better late than never. You know the drill. I will try to answer the prompts with showing some records from my collection. Whew. So number 1, summer usually means constant sunny days. Show an album with an image of the sun on the cover. I chose the very recent Record Store Day release, not by King Crimson. It's The Chills, the album Sunburnt. Very beautiful, melancholic pop music from New Zealand that clearly shows the sun on the cover. Number 2, since summer is made up of 3 months, June, July and August, show an album by a trio. One of my favorite trios would be Galaxy 500. I'm very happy that I managed to pick up this release from a few years ago called Uncollected. This was sought after and a bit expensive, but it was well worth it. So one of my favorite trios, but I don't think you will see these guys reunited according to the members of that band or the previous members of that band. Let's see. Number 3, the 4 zodiac signs for the 3 summer months are Gemini, Cancer, Leo and Virgo. Show an album representing one of those signs in some way. I think I saw someone else pick this. I'm pretty sure I did. I don't remember who, but I went with this as well. I thought about Leo and this album now, From the Lion's Mouth by The Sound. One of the best albums of the 80s. This is a 10 record if you ask me. If you don't know it, I'm sure you do. But yeah, if you're into Joy Division, this should be very high up on your list for things to check out. Number 4, it's summer break and college kids are returning home and partying with their friends. Talk about a drinking song or one just connected to alcohol. I thought about this song, the Hungover Game by MG Landerman. This is his live album that opens with that track, and this song is about Michael Jordan's match, which is known as the flu game, where he scored 38 points back in 97 or something, or somewhere, and Landerman suggests that it was not the flu, but that Jordan stayed up all night playing poker and partying and drinking, which is an interesting theory. I'm not sure if it's accurate, but a very, very cool song nonetheless. Next one is the Tornado Season 1, and this is the one that wants me to pick or show the album in my collection, number 219. So I counted on Discogs, like a lot of you did, which is not entirely accurate, as they don't, they sort by the first name and not the surname, which is not what you do as a librarian, I would know. Anyway, I landed on Maskis, and it's a very brilliant solo album, several shades of why. This one, I have to say, would be probably my favorite if you don't count the Fog albums. A very melancholic and beautiful album, stripped down acoustic, that sort of sparked a lot of his solo albums this release. So probably my favorite. So I'm glad to see that, and that's the number 219 in my collection, meaning I don't have a lot of records compared to some of you guys who couldn't get further than the Bees. Yeah. Number 6 is the brain freeze question, and it says July is a National Ice Cream Month. Show an artist that has a song with the word cold in the title. It's the opposite of what's going on now here in this room. I thought of this guy, Phil Elverum, because he's someone who is very concerned with the elements and nature and weather. I was sure that he would have a song with the word cold in that title. I picked this record up by the microphones, and I can see that, yeah, no surprise, there's a song with the word cold in the title, I Want to Be Cold. So that's my answer to that prompt. A very excellent album if you don't know it. Indie rock, classic album, very creative recording. Let's see. Flag Day. Yeah, Flag Day is observed in the US on June 14th. Show an album with a flag on the cover. I decided to go with, well, a bit silly, wire pink flag. This is the one I thought of. Yeah, it left a bad taste in my mouth showing an English band called Wire, you know, as a Norwegian. The goddamn Wire, you know. So anyway, that's my answer to that. Let's see. 1st of July is Canada Day. Show a Canadian band. I could pick so many cool indie rock bands from Canada. I went with a recent band called Ducks Limited, and in a few years they managed to put out these excellent releases, 2 full-length albums and a mini album, and I really like these guys. Indie rock, jangle, yeah, very fun band. Check out the song 21 Cigarettes, I think it's called, the song that got me into this band. It's very fun. The Dog Days of Summer start on July 3rd. Show an album that's a dog in your collection, one you no longer listen to, dislike, or want to purge. And I actually don't have too many records I don't like in my collection. I picked 3 contenders today. I listened to them all, and 2 of them I decided I actually like, but the third one I can't get on board. I've tried multiple times. Yeah, I'm just not a Nick Cave guy. I said that in my previous tag video. I just can't get into it. I'm a more melody guy than this preachy music. So not for me. I can appreciate certain elements in what he does, but overall I'm really not into his music. So number 10 is Summer Camp. Show a band or song with horns. Yesterday was a big announcement for the band Protomartyr. They announced their upcoming album with a single, and that was actually promoted a bit by Iggy Pop. Wrote some words for them, and he said that Protomartyr would be his favorite American rock band these days, and that's not too far off, I'd say. So that single yesterday, it did have some horns. But I remember when they started to introduce horns in their sound with this album, Ultimate Success Today. And an example of that would be Worm in Heaven, which is a very intense and striking song with an excellent music video you can check out. Yeah, beautiful uses of horn. It's a post-punkish band. Yeah, so they're out on Ice Age territory with that. Next is the one I'm supposed to show an album with some flowers on it. Take Your Houseplant for a Walk Day. I thought of this instantly, would be fitting. Adrian Lanker's beautiful solo album, beautiful cover. Yeah, so that's the answer to that. And number 12. Summer blockbuster movies are released. Show a favorite soundtrack. Yeah, this was, I had only one option, I think. I think I have only one soundtrack in my collection. And it's a special one. It's one far from being a blockbuster, but a very important film in American film history, in the independent film. The godfather of independent film in the States, John Cassavetes, and his film Shadows. This was scored, if you will, by Charles Mingus, and I was first a big fan of John Cassavetes as a young aspiring filmmaker and film scholar I was once, and I used to read this biography by Ray Carney, Cassavetes and Cassavetes, and the book I read the most in my entire life would be this one, and it's quite banged up. And I just loved all the stories, the zaniness, the camaraderie, the way he managed to put together these films, and a true artist. If you, yeah, if I'm going to start talking about Cassavetes, you know, this will be a long one, but discovering much later, Charles Mingus, after I become a fan of him, he did a soundtrack. I come to realize and started collecting Mingus, and I saw this, and of course I needed this on vinyl. Interesting release, numbered, limited, and the soundtrack actually sparked some of Charles Mingus's famous recordings, like Nostalgia in Times Square, Alice's Wonderland, Self-Portrait in 3 Colors. Yeah, excellent jazz album all in all. Yeah, that's my soundtrack. Let's see. Summer Blockbuster and the Cat one. Cat Nights begin on August 17th. This one wants me to show an album with a witch on it and a cat on it. I couldn't find any album in my collection with the witch, but I know which one I would choose if I own this album, the J Mascis project, Witch. And the album is called Witch, which was a stoner band that he was involved with. And yeah, that is the one I would choose if I owned it. But the one with the cat, you've seen multiple times on my channel. It's this album again by Mitski, a recent album. Summer is a time when people take a lot of road trips. What's a good song for a road trip? And with this, I clearly remember the day I got my license. I had passed the test, and of course I'd planned it out, which record or album or CD I would put in, with an enormous feeling of freedom, being able to drive where I wanted. And I put on this excellent album. Disintegration opens with Plain Song, which is the perfect drive song. If you're ever at a scenic drive sometime, you should consider putting this on. And the last prompt, summer means heat. Really, it does. Show 4 bands that alphabetically spell out the word heat. So started with Heat Miser, prompt solved. For the E, I went with Steve Earle. Very excellent, no, it's not recent anymore, but a very stripped down acoustic album that I really liked, with all the acoustic nice ballads on that. And for the A, I went with Always, excellent indie rock record from, well, it's been a few years now. Hopefully they have something soon. And for the T, I went with Toy Love, a New Zealand punk band from the late 70s, fronted by Chris Knox. I love everything Chris Knox is involved with. This album is a collection of their recordings, and has this wonderful song, Pull Down the Shades, that you might know. And with that, I conclude my answer to the summer tag. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your summer, and take care.